Hey guys, how's it going? Garsivity here. In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 of the best things that you can do for money while in the military without starting your own business. So I realized in my last video that maybe everybody doesn't want to start their own business and kind of grow and scale up to this huge monster that you have to take care of your whole life. Maybe you just want to make a little bit of extra money on the side on the weekend or maybe during the weekdays if you can. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. So for number 5, by the way, number 5 and 4 are going to be both car-based things. So if you don't have a car yet, you might just want to go ahead and skip on to number 3. But number 5, I'm going to say Turo. Now, Turo is a car renting app where you can actually rent out your car to other people. Now, I know what you're thinking, and this is pretty foolproof. When you have to sign up, you will be asked all of your personal information, and they'll do a background check on you, much like, Uber Eats, DoorDash, and all these other delivery services and transportation and hospitality services. They all do an extensive background check on you. And so it's pretty foolproof for the most part. Maybe you just want to make a couple of extra bucks on a weekend and somebody wants to borrow your car, or somebody needs to borrow your truck to rent something and they don't want to go down to U-Haul or something. They'd rather just go to somebody. This can be a great opportunity to make a couple of extra dollars on the weekend or something when you're not using your car and you're just at home. Number 4, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Uber. These apps have become very popular only within the last 2 or 3 years. Basically with Uber, everybody knows what Uber is, so I'm not gonna go ahead and explain that, okay? But I did this for a while actually. As you can see, I have my DoorDash bag still right here. I haven't really used it that much since I went ahead and explored other opportunities financial-wise. But if you just want to make you can make $100 on the weekend. On a Saturday or Sunday, you can easily pull $100. Now, you would have to see if DoorDash is operable in the city next to your base, wherever you're stationed. The downside to this, though, is that with any delivery service, you are burning your own gas that you're not getting compensated on. And you have to literally work. I found that I had to work all day to pull $100 on a Saturday or a Sunday. So if this isn't really your gig and you still want some time left to yourself then maybe this isn't the one for you. But for a startup that you just want to make, just an extra $100 or $200 on the weekend, this is a great opportunity. All right, going into the more time invested ones. Number 3 is ebooks. Now, hear me out here. Ebooks have a great opportunity to make a lot of profit and passive income, which I think is awesome. You wake up in the morning and you have more money in your account. It's just the coolest feeling. Now with ebooks, you are going to need a platform. The most popular probably is Kindle. But also, if you're thinking that, well, who would want to read a book that I wrote and what would I possibly... Guys, you have no idea, actually. First off, there's a lot of people out there. Secondly, you don't have to be the very top 1% to write a book on something. If you have knowledge on something and expertise or just information that people would want to hear, you can write that in a little ebook. Doesn't have to be like a novel, but it can be a pretty good size, 20, 30 page book. And this is easily achievable in about a month or so. So the best idea with this to start up is that you would have to put in time, extensive time into it, at least a month, month and a half, get your product down right. So you have to make sure to ask yourself when it's read, ask yourself, would I buy this book? You really have to look at it in the eyes of somebody else. But this is a great opportunity for passive income and for somebody who wants to just wake up and, hey, I got paid. Okay, so number 2 and number 1 aren't really kind of fast little weekend jobs like DoorDash where you can work one day and then bam, I have $100 into my account. That gets deposited on like the Monday or Tuesday after, by the way. But number 2, stock market investing is actually a very lucrative thing that you can get into that can eventually become long-term. And the best one to get involved with, if you're a startup and you're a novice and you have no knowledge on the stock market, is to just invest in an S&P 500 index fund. With this, you don't need to worry about if the stock is going to go up or down. You don't need to worry about a company. You don't need to worry about their sales or if they're going to be around for X number of years. All you need to make sure with this is that our country is alive and thriving. It really is a great investment long term. And I know this isn't like to make a quick buck on the weekend. It really is one of the better investments that you can make financially. And number 1, we have a savings account. Now, I know what you're thinking. Again, this isn't something that you can go and work for a day on the weekend and then pocket $100, but this is actually so much more. Now, for me, I have Wells Fargo. I've been a customer with them since 2005, so there's no reason for me to leave now. I know that amongst many service members, USAA is one of the most popular, and Navy Federal. Those two are the top 2 most popular, hands down, bank accounts that a service member can have. However, their savings accounts are actually yield a very, very low annual interest rate. And so what you want to do is find a bank that has a very good interest rate, at least 2%. I had American Express for a while. I still have credit cards and I'm still a member with them, but Ally Bank actually upped their interest to 2.2 at the beginning of the year, around about that time, I'm pretty sure. So I actually went ahead and stuck with Ally, and I've been satisfied ever since. But again, this is the absolute best investment financially that you can make, because no matter what, you'll always have money somewhere. And while that money is just sitting and collecting compound interest, you're making money without doing anything. This is as passive as it gets, guys. This is about as passive as it gets. It's just having money in a savings account with a high interest rate. And bear in mind, this list was thought of in terms of convenience and availability. We have to understand, we're gone to the field for 2-3 weeks at a time, maybe even 4 weeks. If you go to JRTC, you're looking at like at least a month. Or if you, in worst case scenario, you have to deploy and you're going to be gone for 9 months or even a year. Now, I do have to give an honorable mention, and that would be an employer who would understand if you had to go to the field or had to deploy or anything of that nature. And I would say that a sporting goods store, which are everywhere in your city next to your base, and frozen yogurt, because odds are that place is run by a mom and pop and they can love you just because you're military and you're looking for a little bit of extra pay. So there you go, guys. Those are my 5 top ways to make money while in the military without having to commit or put in a bunch of time and effort into starting your own business or doing any other kind of really time investing work before you ever get paid. Okay, maybe the ebook should be included in there a little bit. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you gave this video a like and subscribe. If this video could help out a friend, go ahead and share it with them. And I thank you so much, guys, for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.